Morning, welcome back. Hope you're well. We are the 21st of July, Monday. It's back to the start of the week. Here I'm at Pat Malone this week. Tony's having a week off after I had a couple of weeks off, so his turn now. Plan is today, we loaded a load of corn to go to Melbourne yesterday, so there'll be two more as far as I know to go today. Be one mid-morning and then one late this afternoon. Kev, who does our main harvest work, he's carting it down for us, and I think he's got another truck just taking, it'll be double load, so he's taking the road. He's got the road train set up, so I think he's taking about 60 tonne or a bit better a load. So just the way the contract works out, he's going to get a B double in that'll be about 42 or 44 tonne to take a load down as well. Kev's bringing lime back for us, so he brought one load back the other day. We're just stockpiling it here at home, so he'll bring another one back. I do need to ring up and organise another two loads. Just coming out, if you've been watching along, last year I took a load of corn down to Western Victoria and called in at the pit in Geelong on my home and brought a load back, so he's getting it from the same spot. So what I'm going to do this morning, just for ease of loading and that sort of stuff, and also we've got a bit of damp high moisture stuff in the mother bin here. It was in a little short bag we had here, and I think it got a bit of water in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the auger up here at the silos, and I'll put what's in the mother bin into the drying silo we've got here. I do have a drying silo, so we'll get the generator and that set up and get the fans going, and get a bit of air across it just to dry it, and then I'm gonna transfer it out of the bag and just keep filling the mother bin. It's a bit easier for the boys to load, and if I'm not here, I want to try and get a bit of urea spread, so if I'm not here it means the boys can load themselves without me being here. And it's the bag, because the outload is moving all the time, you've got to keep moving the truck and that sort of stuff. So yesterday when Kev came, we had the mother bin, the chaser bin full, and then we just loaded it again to fill him, so it sort of worked pretty well. But I thought I need to get this damp stuff out of this mother bin anyway, and just get a bit of air across it, so we'll go that way, and we'll just see the week. They are talking a bit of wet weather this week, tomorrow and then again I think sort of Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So hopefully we should have all this carted by Wednesday, but I'm just thinking we may even, because you get water in the top of the bag there if it's raining, I may even look at pulling the rest of it out and putting it in a silo. It is a pain in the arse having to double handle it, but anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully trying to get a bit of urea across everything as well, so the truck's out the other farm ready to go. Crops, as I mentioned on the last one, are looking really good. So that's about my plan for the coming days. Urea, corn out, feed a few sheep. We're going to stop trial feeding the ewes now. Screen on my camera's gone blank. What's going on here? We're going to stop trial feeding the ewes here. I've moved them onto the grazing wheat and tillage radish, so they should be pretty right for feed. Just going to try and keep feeding the lambs a bit of grain just to keep them going along, and sort of the sooner we can get a few of them fat, the sooner we can get them sold and hopefully jump on a few of these high prices. So anyway, I'll get organised here, and we'll start and shift a bit of this stuff about. Right. All set up. He's going to be here about 10, 11 o'clock, so that's going to work out pretty well. Truck's arrived, it'll be about 11 o'clock, so won't take long to load him. Sort of 15-20 minutes at the most. Should be good. Wind's up, it's a nice day, but pretty windy from the north. Fast forward a couple of hours, apologies about the wind, so just been mucking around here, cleaning a bit of this mess up. I've got sort of most of the good stuff picked up. I just had the telehandle here and I was just putting it into the chaser bin. Sorry, I'm just trying to shelter the wind a bit from the microphone. so yeah, did that. I've loaded the chaser bin again, and yeah, so hopefully now Kev will, I don't know how far how far away Kev is, but there's bloody near 2 loads there with the chaser bin. I've loaded the chaser bin again, and the mother bin's obviously chock-a-block. Just going to duck over now and feed the lambs, and then we'll come back and load the spreader up and go and get a bit of spreading done, hopefully. Yeah, don't know how much. Be good to get the canola here next door done tonight if I can. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think we could wake up in the morning, it might be raining, which would be good to see if it does, but yeah, it's going to be slow because the truck's out the other farm, so I'm going to have to run back here to get your out. So what was going on, the door on the bottom of the feed cart wouldn't open up, so anyway. No shortage of feed. The oats have gone bananas, which is really good. Yeah. So here the vetch is getting going. Plenty of ryegrass, even the clover's going. Get 30 mil for the week on this, and yeah, plenty of vetch in there, which is good. Probably should try and set a few fences up and just try and isolate them a bit so they're just grazing the one area. Would be better, make better sense, so might even do that if we get a wet day. There's not much else I can do. You're running away from me. Come back. Yeah, try and just lock them in areas. Again, we'll get this place fenced off one day so we can manage it a bit better. Yeah, all takes time though, and money. Kev's here, we've got one trailer tipped off. He's just going to tip the other one out, he's giving it a sweep out. Yeah, so I think it's 60 odd tonne of lime. Get this one tipped off and get him loaded and send him on his way. I don't know whether he'll head down tonight or he just lives locally in town here, so he'll probably stay the night and get up early and go down in the morning, I suspect. Loading, put the mother bin in the front trailer and chase him in the back, so it won't take long to fill him. It'll take 60 tonne or a bit better, so yeah, gonna be working pretty well. Kev's all loaded. He'll head down in the morning. I'm just loading here, get a load in again and top the mother bin up. He's talking about he was going to get another load of lime in the morning, but it adds about, once he tips off, but it adds about 3 hours, so he reckons he'll just run back empty and then he can get loaded again tomorrow afternoon and then bring another load of lime back up on Wednesday. So his load tomorrow should fill the contract, I think, if we've done our numbers right. And then yeah, we can get on to, I've got a couple other guys that we've been supplying down south, get them organised and they can take the balance and we'll get it cleaned up out of the road. So anyway, we're getting there. I don't know, I was going to go spreading urea tonight, but I don't know whether I can be bothered. So they're not talking a heap of rain tomorrow, so it won't matter. If we get 5 mil tomorrow, we'll still be able to get a bit done before it rains, so, or before the end of the week when they're talking the big rain. So we'll just see. Might get a bit done in the morning, but yeah, priority I sort of want to get the mother bin filled up and closed up, and then I can throw a bit of plastic over this thing, because as you can see, the water's going to be able to get in the hole there. So, yeah. Just talking on the last one about cameras and audio and that sort of stuff. Just see one of the other guys, one of the Jackson Brothers guys, I was watching his, one of their latest ones when I was having lunch, and he's actually gone to a different brand of camera which I've been looking at. So and he was out in the wind and had no wind noise at all, so that might be the go. I think I might have a look tonight. And also I think it's a DJI camera. We've been running the GoPros. The DJI camera, you can get the wireless mic for it as well, so that'll be extra good. So we might do a bit of homework tonight and just see how she goes. So. Hi, Kev. Getting there. We're at the end of the bag. So obviously there's a hole there. I've just put it into unlock the clutch so it'll unspin. I'm just going to drive forward a bit and then I'll cut that off. I can get the bagger out of the road, and then I'll grab the telehandler and just have to shovel that last little bit. But it's worked out pretty well. We haven't got a hell of a lot to shovel, which is always nice. What do we want to do? That one. Up a little bit. Alright, I'll sneak forward a bit and then I'll cut that off. All cleaned up. A little bit of crappy stuff at the end. I just left in the telehandler bucket and we'll give that to the sheep. Put it into the sheep feeder, so all this isn't going to fit in the mother bin, so that's not the end of the world. Bear with me. Yeah, so we'll top it up and get the lid closed, and then what's left there won't matter. If there's probably a load of bucket full of crappy stuff, so if you look at it's not raining in the morning, I'll get to and clean it up out of the road, and then we might nearly put a mob of sheep in here, and they're using lambs and they can pick up what's left. So hasn't been too bad. It's cleaned up alright. So I just actually rang Kev. We were there's 2 more loads to go. I think is what we worked out. So he was a load short. I started adding it up. I thought, hang on a minute, we've got to send another load yet. So anyway, we'll get this bin topped up. Someone spilt a bit this morning too on the ground there. Anyway, comes out pretty quick out of this bin. Do have a peak here already. See, without lights, so it's not gonna, it won't take all this bin. It's full. That'll do. We nearly end up spilling more, so we'll chuck this in the shed and we'll come back and roll our lid closed on the bin, and that will nearly do, I think, today. Won't worry about spreading any urea tonight. It's 6 o'clock and better than enough. So there's a bit of mucking around. If I've got a fill bin here that's still got a bit of left in it that I'll have to bang and crash, it'll be just easier in the daylight to get it out. So if it's raining in the morning, it is what it is, but sort of probably just try and do one job at a time at the moment, which I've got a bad habit of trying to do multiples, and yeah, just ends up a bit of a shit show. Anyway. I meant to show you this when I set it up and I forgot all about it, but we've got a 25 kVA generator here that we just sit here, and this silo, it's a silo, they make what they call a drying silo, so it's got a false floor. If you sort of can see you might not be able to in the dark, but it's got a different cone on it compared to the normal silos, and it's just got a false floor on the bottom of it. So around the other side of it is a big electric motor with a fan, and it just draws in and then blows air, it sucks air in or blows air in and then forces it up out the top. Generally what we do when we're drying, I'll hook up a bit of ducting off the I've got a trumpet made up on the outlet side of the radiator fan on the generator, and we just feed that warm air into the fan, and then you've got warm air, so it's coming out, the air that's coming out of that generator is about 35 degrees and about 35% humidity, so it's pretty well spot on. But you can obviously put the warmer the better, but it's sort of effectively free air without having to put a heater there to put more warm air into it. So we sort of were gearing up to have to dry corn, but yeah, with the way the autumn was and the lack of rain, it was wasn't good for winter crop, but it was good for getting summer crop dried. So I'm just going to shut this off now. It's pretty noisy, so I thought there's no point having you guys hearing it. You wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying, so I'll shut it off, and probably fire, depending on what the weather's doing in the morning, might fire it up again in the morning. Alright, that'll do. We'll see what the morning brings weather-wise. If it's raining, we'll be shed jobs. We might actually get back onto the laser bucket, which will be good. I've still got to put the wheel back on it. I've got the hub on from before I went away, so still got to put the wheel on for it. All the ripper points have got to come off. We need to hard face them and finish the hoses off. So yeah, there's plenty to do there. Need to do a bit of office work too, bit of revisiting budgets and all that sort of fun stuff. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, look, if it's not raining, we'll get into this top dressing, and yeah, hopefully we can get a bit of it done before it does rain. So okay, thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying them. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.